So I want to know.
Okay, Randy, what's up?
Like, how are you doing? Like, because the world to me seems like just when I think it can't get worse, it gets worse. Like, it's like a never ending
Yeah.
shit show.
I'll be honest with you, I've like completely dissociated. I have um, very little idea of what's going on the day to day, but I see
Yes.
like updates from time to time.
Yes.
And it kind of keeps me grounded into a situation.
Right.
But it made me, in that question, you made me think about like, so since black folks, well, since I'm resting, since I'm stepping away from.
So you're resting.
I guess
You've
could call
disassociated.
it rest.
What I'm saying, you've disassociated yourself from what's happening in this
I'm
world.
not fighting white folks. I'm not fighting no white folks. I'm done with that. I'm done fighting white folks.
You know what?
Now I'm getting back to us.
I think that's me.
Yeah.
Because this is the thing. It's so much bigger than me.
Yeah.
And you. And they gonna do what they're gonna do.
Yes.
Clearly, they have their plan. They have their Project 2025. They are on a mission. There's nothing I can do in this point to change it.
Nope.
So I just needed them to tell me how absolutely fucked up it is from day to day, and let me do what I could do.
Right.
Like what I'm saying is, I am so hyper focused, which is why Randy B started. It's so funny because black love people associate with white hate, which has never been
It's not
for
the
me.
same. Right.
And so I really, after doing DEI all these years, which was focused mainly on white women, which is funny. That was the reason why I was sick of DEI, because I wasn't able to help my people. I said I'm gonna really focus on black people, and that is so ever present in me right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, what can we do in our cocoon? Like, because they're gonna destroy this shit.
Yeah.
They are. The shit is burning down.
It's burning.
The fire is burning.
The house is on
The
fire.
house is on
The
fire.
roof is on fire.
The roof is on fire.
Yeah.
How do we get out? Or is it best that we get out? Or how do we best protect ourselves? Like, that's where I am.
Funny enough, in that same analogy, I've been calling this a tunnel year. Like
Yes.
the year that we create the tunnels that are the Underground Railroad. These are the years, at least I feel like the times where we're trying to get back
like
to
that.
each other. And so actually,
I literally have been using the Underground Railroad
You have?
too.
It
Yeah, I've been
feels
saying
like-
it feels like that.
like especially,
Like
did you see Sinners?
I haven't seen Sinners
Okay,
yet.
that's all right.
I haven't seen it yet.
Just the one they take place in a juke joint.
Okay.
And so the juke joint to me is kind of like a representation of like that. Oh, this is our community. This is for us. We're going to try to build within ourselves.
Right.
And not be so worried about, oh, the Klan might come in the morning, but that's the morning.
That's the morning.
Right
Let's
now, we're
just-
going to focus on us right now.
And how do we deal with that maybe when they get there? But I'm not trying to stop the Klan or work with the Klan.
Right.
And it's so interesting though. What's fascinating is they seem so hyper focused on us.
Yes.
So while we're not thinking about them, why they keep saying to me like, "Hey, we're the Klan. Hey, we hate you. hey, y'all, look at us. We hate you. We hate you so bad." And black people are like, "Okay, cool. Okay." And then we're like back like
All right,
talking,
cool.
and we don't care. And they're like, "Hey." No, but you don't understand. We really hate
really
you.
don't like you guys. Right.
Look at us, N-word, nigger. What about nigger? We hate you. And we're like, okay, we got it. Like,
Right.
we don't care.
You know, the most recent example of that was when they co-opted the phrase of black fatigue. Now, black fatigue comes from like a James Baldwin mindset of like, oh, it's just tiresome to be black.
I wrote an essay called Black Exhaustion about 6 years ago.
So you get it.
Yes.
But now, these white folks have transformed that into like, oh, we actually just tired of black folks. We tired of seeing the stereotypical forms of blackness that y'all put in front of us. We tired of the Shaniquas. We tired of the loud music.
But what I don't get about it is, this is the thing. Why do they think that that's new? They've always been tired of our asses. They've never wanted us around in a real way. They just want us to work
That's true.
for them.
That's true.
And to serve them. And that black people have always rejected that.
Yeah.
That black people still shine despite.
Right. It also kind of illuminates to me that when they name these things that they're tired of, I'm like, that's the only black you know? We've been here so long. We've had so much of a impact on the culture of America. The only parts of blackness that you still understand are violence and loud music.
I don't think honestly
Are they
that's
not-
what
are they not looking?
No, I think they're just trying to justify their visceral disgust at us because we still exist. I honestly
God.
really
Yeah.
I believe that they cannot believe that here we are, just 13% of the population, that not too long ago that was enslaved, that they have created laws since the beginning of time to hold us back, that we still thrive. I
Right.
think it irritates their souls that they still are copying our music, our style, mimicking our bodies, the way we talk. They're what's up, brother. They calling each other queen and king, child. That is just hilarious to me.
No.
Yeah, oh, yes, yes. I mean,
I guess. I
yes,
guess.
that we have just the audacity to survive, because many people have said it, and it's true. Just our very existence,
Yeah.
just that we
right.
are there, is a protest. We are living protest. We are living protest that we exist and refuse to go away.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like this has been what's interesting to me. And I believe in a higher power in the universe. It's at this time where they are being so outwardly hateful, and they are creating a law a day to diminish us.
Right.
A law a day, literally, to make sure that we go away.
Black codes.
And it seems as if the universe, God, Allah, the great creator, is saying, yeah, but we're going to have Beyonce do this tour. I mean, down to the Who Won American Idol. But we're going to have Shador. Or we're going to, like, every day they're just, or we're going to have a Tony Award winning black person.
Exactly.
It seems like every day there's something magical that happens that says, see, look at them. They
Right.
still rising, right? And it's like, I see it as a message. I
Yeah.
see it as like a lighthouse that they're just saying, y'all just keep going on.
Right.
It's okay. And if I were them, I'd be pissed off too. It's like we're like the Terminator. They shooting everything at us, and we're like,
go down.
We won't go down.
Won't go down.
Yeah, and I think so. Our existence makes them pisses them off.
All right.
And then they're pissed off because we're not pissed off because they're pissed off.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. You calling me a nigga, you want me to be mad, and now that I'm not mad, you're more mad.
Well, because what are they? What is white?
There's
If
nothing.
it's not hating black people.
Come on.
What is their culture? No, I'm not trying to be funny.
No,
But what makes them feel powerful and better than, particularly the poor white people?
it is their whiteness.
That's
It is
all they
essentially
have, right?
all they have is their whiteness. Like
So-
Toni Morrison said, like white people have a serious problem if they feel like in order for them to be tall, everybody else has to kneel.
Everyone
and when
has
they
to kneel.
created whiteness, I don't think white people realize this. When they created whiteness through enslavement, they enslaved two classes. Not only did they enslave us, who will become black, but they also enslaved themselves.
Right.
They enslaved
Yes.
themselves to that same
Very
system.
true.
You are now enslaved just like the people that you are enslaving. You have
Right.
conditioned your mind to feel like we are superior simply because we exist. And through that, funny enough, you have developed no merit, but you stand on merit.
And I have to be, and the only way they feel as if they are great is
Yeah.
if they can put us down. So I told people the reason why they come to our spaces, and whether they be digital or live, is because they literally need us to make them feel powerful. They need it.
Need it.
They need it.
Oh, they need
They
it. It's
need
like a
it.
drug.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
It is
Oh.
their adrenaline. It makes them feel
Oh.
good. It's their power. And how do they feel white and powerful
Oh.
if they don't get to, in some way, hurt us, diminish us, cut us down, like in some way? They have absolutely. So what they're mad at is, what they're realizing is, we have this where we don't need them.
Right.
And we're building we're digging our tunnels,
In our tunnels.
and they need us.
They do. And now we underground, and they like,
Yeah,
uh-oh.
where y'all at?
Oh, wait, we
Where
need
y'all
something
at?
to...
We need to put you down.
Uh-oh.
We need to put you down so I can feel big.
I can feel big today.
I was talking to a bartender who was a white guy, as a matter of fact, and he was talking about he got stopped on DUI charge. A whole other story. But he was saying, well, the average, he was talking about all the iterations that the cop was putting him through. And he was like, the average cop is 5'7".
No. Little ass niggas.
So
They little.
So me, I had to Google it. Because I'm like, it's a bartender, I'm at the place, blah, blah. And it truly is true.
Are you serious?
So there's no height requirements, because I had to dig, but there's no height requirements, whatever. But the average cop
5'7".
is 5'6.999.
Yo.
Yes. And so I'm like, that Napoleon complex to feel big. Because, and I've always told my sons, like, you get stopped by the cops, no, they're seeking that. I got to feel powerful.
Yeah.
So you got to let them feel powerful so they'll let you go. And if
Yeah.
you don't, they're going to get, you look at ICE, you look at all these people, you could tell they like, that is their
Right.
whatever. And so that is a white man's, because they're angry. They're so angry right now. They're just angriest people in the world.
Just mad.
And so you look, I mean, you can look at the
But they
president.
won.
They won. They did, and they still mad. You look at the president every day, like today, how he announced he's going after Beyonce.
Oh, I didn't see this.
Oh yeah, he announced that
Going after Beyonce.
he's doing a whole investigation into Beyonce, Bruce Springsteen, and Oprah. If they were paid to support Kamala at her whatever. This is what he's now. The world is falling apart, but this is what he's focusing on. Because every day it's a revenge fest for him. Every day
Hold
he
on,
looks
hold
on.
on.
Yeah,
hold
yeah,
on.
yeah.
You're saying Donald Trump
Yes, the president
is
of our
looking
country.
into if there was wrongdoings with election campaign money?
Right.
The
If they
man who
illegal.
had the person who paid
Who had
him the
musk
most
that bought votes.
to
Yes.
let his son cuss him out in his own office? You
Yes.
talking about this Donald Trump?
Yes,
The same Donald
the
Trump
same
who's
and
been
very one.
indicted for fraud himself?
Yes.
Is now going to seek fraud?
Yes.
From the person he beat in the election?
Correct.
Okay. You know I think he cheated, right? We talk about this? This is
Oh,
a
I do
conspiracy.
too.
He cheated.
Oh, yeah, I
Okay,
do
we don't
believe
have to go down that far.
Yes,
Let me
yes,
ask you this question
yes.
because I've been talking to
good.
my marketing friends.
Yes.
When we met, I was in the DEI space,
Mm-hmm.
in the marketing field. We were the people, if anybody is ever curious of like, where were they spending all that money, that DEI money? It was the people like us. It was to marketing agencies to build languages and build reports and present this facade of DEI. So I've been talking to some of my old war buddies, and the sun is kind of crest. So now that the money is gone and the prestige of the position is gone, now we're looking back and we're like, I think we kind of regret some of this shit. I think we kind of regret like black signing off some of these campaigns and ideas for DEI. And you're the queen of DEI. You Miss DEI, 2025. I see you won the pageant. That's what she exercised it for. Miss DEI 2025. Where do we go now? Now that we are tunneling, now that like when I look at DEI now, I feel like it's like a token program. Like we want to make sure that these people feel good for this moment, but now that moment is over. Where are we going now? Help me, Godmother. Where are we going now?
Well,
Like on the corporate side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, they call it DEI now, diversity, equity, inclusion. They call it that now, but I was been doing it forever, but we didn't call it that. It would be team building. It would be communication. Like how do you,
Right.
how do you manage an older employee? How do you, whatever. So the reason why I became disillusioned with it, and I called myself the DEI disruptor or the DEI revolutionist, is because it was exactly what you said. It was marketing for most people, but it very much was very effective for white women.
Yes.
Right? It helped them a lot, right? And DEI is not going anywhere. It's temporarily because this is the thing. Mm-hmm. And I've said this before. John Hope Bryan is the one who has said it better. Is that you cannot employ the world by just white, heterosexual, able-bodied men, okay? Because those are mainly the people who are anti-DEI, because DEI helped basically everybody but them, okay? Particularly white women. So, I mean, statistically, that's been proven.
That's how it works.
So, if you want to have employees, and you want to attract employees, and you want to retain your employees, you're going to have some sort of DEI. That's just going to have to help it. And then if you want to have customers that are diverse, white, rich, heterosexual men can't buy everything. So if you want to appeal to customers that are not just white, able-bodied, gay, heterosexual men, you got to have DEI. So they're going to phrase it. We're going to change the names. We're going to go through all sorts of shit, spend a whole lot of money. But at the end of the day,
Yeah, it's going to be something else.
the reason why they think we don't need it is because they're bullying people right now, and they believe they misjudged people. And they thought they would go in and say, we're wiping all these programs out, and people would still fall in line.
Right.
And people are literally like middle finger to you.
Fuck y'all for real.
Middle finger to you. Like, you know what? Because this is what I was thinking about black people. Black people in particular are like, fuck it, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Like literally not even thinking logically.
No.
Like, yeah, you know what? okay, I don't have a job, but I'm just gonna
Yeah,
figure it out.
we'll work it out. Yeah,
I'm gonna work it out, like, because people are tired.
Yeah. Okay. So
I think they didn't account for that. So DEI will be repackaged, repurposed. I mean, and actually, it will eventually come back stronger because they're not going to be able to get away with the bullshit.
Okay.
But it will be back.
You think we're supposed to like hold tight, or we supposed to?
I'm
thinking like a target.
I
like,
would be doing like, I would be doing like you said you're doing. I was just saying earlier. This is a time I feel like Black people need to be preparing for the other side of this.
Boom.
That's what I believe.
Yeah.
So hyper focus on yourselves. I believe our health, our mental health, our physical health, get in order. You know, Black women, we like to go back to school, whatever it is.
Black women,
we like to go back to school when things are stressed. Whatever it is.
Things get tough for Black women, they're going to get another degree.
We're going to get another degree. That's what we do. We're going to get a new hairstyle and we're going to get another degree. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do.
That's exactly what y'all going to do.
That's what we're going to do. So yeah,
okay.
I think that that's it. And you know what I was thinking about this? You know, Ashburn, right? Ashburn, Virginia. So Southern Virginia. I don't go out to that area like Dulles Airport and area, but I've been going out there more. And when you go out there, you always sit and see all these. I see tons of Indians.
Yes.
Indians from India.
Yeah.
And they're everywhere, right? And this is what I realized. Another reason why they have white people claim they have Black fatigue and they're sick of us is that every other racial group goes into their pockets. They have their Chinatowns, their Japantowns, or they develop their own neighborhoods that they all live in. They stay in certain industries. We're everywhere. Like, they can't escape us. And I was like, there's something really interesting about how we're going underground and almost like we've decided to get out the way.
Yeah. You know, when I was doing research on the Asian American Pacific Island community specifically. And one thing that I found was that these individuals were desperate to be called Asian Americans.
Yes.
Like, the American part, they were desiring to be American. And when I think about the immigrant and the migrant struggle, a lot of that is positioned in a way where they want to be American.
Yes.
Black folks are American, and we don't want that part of American.
No, it's not that we don't want it. We've already achieved it.
We are American.
It is our fucking birthright. So when they think they could say to us, go back or whatever, we've been here.
I'm going to South Carolina. That's what
We're
you said to me.
multi-generational.
Very true. Very true.
We built this.
Yeah.
We've been here. And so I think what annoys them is that other people, other races and groups kind of show that they're hyphenated. And
they like the myth.
What I'm saying is they show that they're Asian American. To me, they act like they're new to this.
Yeah, okay.
Black people act like we true to this.
Come on,
like this
right.
is ours.
No,
and I think that arrogance bugs them. We don't
You
act
in
like
our
immigrants.
house for real. Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah,
But
right.
you in here for real. Okay, yeah, I got you.
What I'm saying is I think that white people, again, going back to them needing to feel superior,
Yeah.
they feel like they're Americans and
Yeah.
everybody else is hyphenated, as the saying goes, right? And I don't think Black people feel hyphenated.
No.
I mean, we know we get treated like shit,
Right.
but there's nothing that makes us question if this is this is ours. We do not feel that. And they like where the other races are, like I said. And that is why I was thinking, because I told you the American dollar, how they talk about how much people make per hour based on what a white American makes.
Yeah.
So a white American man makes $1. A black man makes, let's say, 88 cents to a man's dollar.
Right.
A white woman makes it. But an Asian man, they for few years now make more than white men.
Oh.
Right? But white men ain't mad at them.
Oh, so I did see
They're
a
not
report.
mad at them, and they're killing them. They're killing them but they don't see them as threats. I said, that's how great we are. They see us as threats. We over here broke, not making no money.
No money.
Not making no money.
Get them.
Yeah. And they're like, see us as threats. Like,
Right.
attack them. And I said, part of it is because we're there.
interesting.
And I said, there's something about that stealth thing that Asians doing stuff where they just go to work with them. They come home. They stay to themselves.
They do.
So I said, maybe that Underground Railroad is sounding better and better.
We just stay out the way.
Just stay out the way.
Let's see what happens.
And go quiet.
Yeah.
But the problem is, like, they keep looking for us, though. They won't let us leave.
No, they're not going to let us leave. We keep digging.
We keep going deeper.
Yeah,
But they follow by, y'all, hello?
Y'all down there? You know underground is illegal now.
Oh, yeah, underground's illegal.
No more underground.
They sure would make it illegal.
Yeah. They're going for Beyonce.
They're going for Beyonce.
I did not hear that. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah.
What a headline.
Well, they tried to get her with Jay-Z, saying that that he was into the, they were trying to attach him to P. Diddy.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and Jay-Z said, he didn't play. He wasn't playing with that.
But I have noticed, though, ever since Jay-Z did that, people who are being accused, they're being a lot more expressive about their disagreement. Thinking specifically about Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp did not go quietly into the night like the fellas in the Me Too movement. Now gentlemen are starting to sue for defamation, call out people's name, dox them, release evidence of themselves. How did that make you feel?
I'm all about what I think is happening right now is people are resisting in all little ways.
Okay.
I think everybody has their private little resistance going on, and they're fighting against the man.
Yeah.
That's what I do think.
Okay.
Now, Shannon Sharp, you talking about him specifically?
No, we want to talk about Shannon specifically.
Yeah.
Because he need to be towed down, but we don't got to do it.
But but unfortunately for him, not unfortunately, but I'm sure he's not
appropriately.
happy about it. Yeah, appropriately.
Yeah.
He's done.
Yeah.
For the most part, for a while. I think it's going to be real hard to recover for right now. And this is the problem. Because this is the problem.
Because he might just float off into the manosphere and even grow. You know?
Well, that's true. That's true. But this is the problem. Black people rally around our stars, and we take care of them, right?
We do.
When white people destroy it, but when you have fallen from grace over a white girl, now you put things into question, right?
So they 20?
Go right. You go.
This is you start black folks start doing this.
Wait, you.
And you said you wanted to what?
Right.
I don't know, Shay.
We were trying to you think about how we rode hard for OJ.
Yeah.
Right, and that was even right, and we ride too hard, in my opinion.
We do.
We will make excuses for our people. We will whatever, and. What's also extraordinarily sad is that we will let a black man hurt and destroy a black woman.
Yes.
And he might be able to get away with that, but it's a white woman. And so the white people will be done with him, and you need to look to the black people to say, okay, we still fuck with you. You still cool. But like OJ, we did that. And OJ's like, well, I ain't really trying to be cool with y'all.
Well,
thank
you, OJ.
But we don't like you. Thank you. OJ was like, I still don't fuck with y'all, right? And so he never got back. So Shannon, stars can come back because we will still mess with Chris Brown. He's in jail. Now, white people never forgave him, but we will mess because he beat up a black woman or whatever. But you mess with a white woman, so white people are you fucking our women, you're messing our women, and so now you got to come to the black people. But you got to come to the black people saying, "Well, I chose white women over y'all." And so it's going to be...
And she was 20. And I let her call me the N-word during sex. Oh!
Right, yeah.
Well, I don't know, brother. I don't know.
And the whole thing, he allowed her... I mean, he was like her Sambo.
Yeah.
I want that black cum, your Negroid cum... I mean... By your black baby juice. I mean, the whole thing was like.
I didn't hear.
Literally.
But that everything you just said to me just now.
He said that
was crazy. I've never heard you say any of those things before. That was crazy.
Yeah, he was saying all.
And that dude on YouTube gonna love that part of the clip, ain't he?
Yeah. So it literally is like if I was with a white boy. And I'm like, I'm letting him call me, come here, slave, you nigger and whatever. Like, black people ain't gonna be too much like, come on, Randy, we got your back. They were like, no, she's sold all the way out.
That's what black folks feel about Doja Cat. She was on them chats, letting them white boys, you know what I'm saying, talk about all kinds of ways.
Yes.
Say all kinds of words. She was just like, she loving that shit.
A couple months ago, dude got killed by his white girlfriend. Remember?
Oh, yes. Dude got killed by his white girlfriend and was dogging black women. And so the black family came out saying, please help us. She done killed our son. The brothers on there crying. This black people, shit.
Because he was dogging black women.
He was dogging black women, right?
Every post.
And so that's what I mean by saying it. Had he done, sadly, and this is sad. This is a profound. This is profound shit.
Yeah.
Had he dogged a black woman, he might have had a better shot. And that's what's sad because I am shocked at how black people do not trust black women and do not protect black women, are very slow to. I have not seen a case yet where black women are not criticized, are not, I have not seen it yet by the black community. We have, and even a lot of black women, I mean, will turn against black women if it goes against a black man. It has been honestly something that has really opened my eyes. And I think it's actually we're jumping subjects, but I think it's one of the weakest parts, of our community. There's no way, like I was thinking about Angel Reese.
I was just thinking about how were you talking. That was crazy.
There is no way that the white community would allow black people to dog Caitlin Clark in person and online the way that black men allow white men to talk about Angela Reese. It just could not happen. They would end up finding a law. People would be arrested. There is no way, and we know it. I am shocked at the lack of, and don't get me wrong, particularly on Randi B, there's black men who, like, they stand up for us, and white men will come in there and they'll stand up. But I will tell you the number one, I always say this, but the top 10 things I've learned in having Randi B is that white men have zero problems attacking black women. Zero. There is no chivalry. There's no, like a black man will say, you lucky I can't hit a woman.
Right.
White men,
might hit you.
And they will not attack because they're weak. They will not attack black men. But I'm saying white men have no problems attacking black women, and they do it all the time. If you notice, most of the racist incidents you see in the streets, it's a white man attacking a black woman.
Ugh.
They have no problems with it, and I am shocked that I will see black men standing around and letting it happen.
Today I learned, especially after what happened with Angel Reese on the free throw line yesterday, today I learned that black men don't like Angel Reese. I thought she was like up next. I thought she was like Lisa Leslie or like Cheryl Swoops.
I didn't know that either. I'm just not learning this from the internet.
I'm seeing the reaction to the flagrant foul and her being online. And even when you were talking a second ago, I was trying to think of cases where older black men have tried to violate public younger black women. And that happened with Shaq and Angel Reese. And it just kind of like
went away.
Yeah. Like Shaq's still on TV, Angel Reese still there. He's sexualized the hell out of Angel Reese.
Had he done that to a white woman, I promise you he would.
Had he done that to Caitlin Clark,
it wouldn't.
He would not have been on TV anymore.
Been on TV, right? I feel, and I think we saw this in the last election, and I don't want to generalize,
right?
But I believe that a lot of black men are connecting with white men because of patriarchy more than they're connecting with black women over racism.
No, absolutely.
And so...
No, there's no doubt about that.
And
that's what we need to work on.
I'm surprised that they don't see that because no white men are going to protect their white women before they ever protect a black man. They should be seeing that every day.
Yeah.
But it seems like black men seem to think they're similar to white men and they can get away with the same things. And I'm not seeing them protect. And don't get me wrong. I mean, on Randi B, we have, like, there's some brothers who come in and they're protected. But I'm saying there's a lot. I'm not trying to generalize, but I would say there's not as much as there should be black men being protective of black women.
Right.
And I think that is a weakness in our community because we need to be strong as they're strong. Because white men are going to protect white women.
Yes, they are.
To the end. If anybody going to whoop up or hurt their white women, it's going to be them.
Right. I'm hurting my white
Yeah,
woman.
let me tell you something. But we like if I like when I did a joke about Nome, or if I talk about Majorie Taylor Greene, those white men come in there for me.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. They won't admit. Well, she is kind of dumb. I mean,
Kind of is a stretch.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of work there.
yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, it has been a disappointing thing, and I think that's something we need to work on in our community.
Yeah, I think.
But if you realize, like, when you see online, when you see white men berating women in fast food restaurants, whenever
Yeah.
none of the guys,
Nobody
come from
steps
the
up.
back.
Nobody.
It's always the women fighting for themselves, the white male customer.
They always are fighting, and then they say that we're masculine. And I'm like, well, we have to defend ourselves because y'all sitting back letting the shit go down. It is. I'm telling you, I see video after video after video of white men attacking black women and black men being around and doing nothing. Nothing. And I'm not saying all the time, but I mean, it strikes me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's something we gotta. If we're going to be building these tunnels to a common underground, that's something we definitely got to work on.
Well, we got to do some healing.
And there has to be some filtering because everybody can't go. There has to be some severe vetting.
Everybody can't come underground.
You know what? I don't think there'll be vetting. I don't think there needs to be
They'll
vetting
vet
for the
themselves.
underground because they will vet themselves.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be some people.
Underground.
I'm serious. Well, no. Because there's some
Tunnels.
people who think they've made it.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
They think they've made it.
Yeah.
They think that they're good.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. So that's how black men approach. They try to solve blackness through the tools of whiteness. And one of those tools is
Right.
patriarchy. They feel
That's
like
it.
we can get to the solution. All we got to do is just be the man of the house. If
Right.
we can get that in, once we got the house, then we'll work everything together. But like that's a trap. It's an endless loop of disrespect and like disengaging with your community. I don't know if you saw this, but there was a young man on TikTok. It made its way through all the platforms, but he was talking about the steps that it took for him to go from like a very progressive left mindset all the way over to the far right. And the first thing he said was his disconnection from the black community.
Yeah.
He felt like black folks didn't want him around. So it was like that was his first step into disconnection. And that's the same thing Carter G. Woodson said. They said 100 years apart on two different platforms.
Oh, because we're the same. We're just where we were.
Yeah.
Well, I think the black community, one of the questions in my truthing cards is what is black? And the reason why I put that card in there is because I think that some black people have a very narrow definition of what it means to be black. And we definitely will and do ostracize people because they're not black the way we think they should be black.
And that's not true.
And that's changing now.
Yeah, it is.
That's changing. I saw this girl just had this dope dress that had anime on it the other day. So yeah, I think that's changing. No, but back in the day, you couldn't be black and love anime.
Well,
but
let me ask you this, because I was hosting this panel this weekend, and I asked my panelists this: is there a time where you put your black down? Speaking of black fatigue, it's so tiresome and cumbersome to be black. Do you ever, when you come in the house, you ever like, I'm gonna take this black off for a little while, see what happens?
No. No. As a matter of fact, I think, well, I'll say this. Part of my stress in being black, a good part of my life, was diluting my blackness and things in order to make a living, in order to fit in communities, in order to get along with the parents that my kids went to school, in order to whatever. I definitely don't do that anymore.
So you was like costuming, you was like Superman sometimes.
Well, you can't, let me say this. You cannot be a openly radicalized, in love with your people black person and white society like that.
Yes,
they don't like that at all. They really
noticed.
want the black, and it's hard to make it. So when you're trying to make a living, it is very difficult to do. So now that I have given up trying to, be the acceptable black or the good black, I don't have that stress.
Right.
But the burden of being black is heavily on me at all times, particularly because of what I do. I'm an activist in the black community, so it's on me. But what I will say is I feel it to lesser extents in certain things. So like having this conversation with you, like I could just be my black self and I'm good. But like when we stop this and I'm like online and I'm seeing what they're doing to black people, the burden comes right back.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is it doesn't burden me the way that people think it does. Like white people cuss me out every day, right? And,
that ain't shit.
I literally do not care. Like
Yeah.
I mean, they have
ain't shit.
sometimes they'll write whole paragraphs, and I want to say I almost feel guilty because I'm like,
you wrote
you
all
took that time, and I do not care. Like
Grammar's good, punctuation.
Right.
That's actually a good little sentence right
they
there.
don't.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
they call me names. They do. They tear down my looks. They want to say everything back, and I honestly. It does not hurt my feelings. Now, a black person can say something to me that hurts my feelings.
Right, of course.
But it just doesn't hurt my. And plus, because they say the same thing all the time. It's like they have the same playbook. I know what they're going to say. Yeah.
You got something new?
So that
I did get orangutan emojis one time, though. And I was like, wow.
Oh, they've gone way back there. They're on the monkey stuff now. But I am saddened by how hateful. I've never seen such hate before.
Yeah.
And I'm sad for them. I'm more sad for them almost than I am for us. Because what must it be like to walk around and just be that? Technically, you've won and everything. You know, the privilege pool, and they're still so angry that they're taking time and seeking us out. They're very angry.
Somebody need to liberate them. I think I told you this before. White people that they own Harriet Tubman. Somebody need to remind white people what they were before they started just collectively calling themselves white.
I agree.
Because not to give them too much props.
Because the happiest white people are the ones who are into their Italian culture.
But the
Italians
Italians have done great things.
That's really
Germans
true.
have done great things.
Yes.
The Scottish have done great things.
Right.
The British culture, I'm not into it, but it's deep. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can be Roman, that's cool.
Right.
But this
The
whole
whiteness-
white thing is why?
It does enslave them in a way too. I
It
don't want to
does.
say that because they want to be slaves so bad. They want to be so slaves. Child, they want to be oppressed more than anybody I ever met in my life. I ain't never anything you say. No, we had that too. We were enslaved too. Anything you say.
Remember in 1500 BC,
we
were slaves.
You're not gonna believe this. I had somebody say the other day because they were talking about sundown towns, and they said they have sundown towns too.
Who?
White people,
Where?
on my thing. Exact. No, they're talking about there's certain neighborhoods. Someone had to explain there's certain neighborhoods you can't go to after night, but nobody could go to because it's the hood.
No, you're not supposed to go there.
Right, you're not supposed to go there because of the city. But honey, that's not a sundown
That's not a
town.
sundown town, and that's not a town,
But
baby.
I said, ooh, y'all want to be oppressed so
Oh,
bad, honey.
my
They got
God.
sundown. You'd be surprised, but they want to be oppressed more than anybody you ever met. They got reverse racism. Their friend couldn't get a job because they hired. My friend couldn't get a job because of black people. Well, how the hell that explain? Y'all owe 88% of all managerial positions. They want to be oppressed real bad.
Oh my God, Randy.
Real bad.
I was about to ask you something, but I forgot though.
That's okay. It happens to me all the time at this stage in my life.
Oh.
But what you were asking though is what do I ever put my blackness down?
That's what I wanted to get to.
No.
So I be trying. I try very hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets too much, especially doing the morning show. I try to put it down. And today,
What does that mean though? What does it mean
I'm gonna
you
give
try
you
to
an
put it
example.
down?
So today, I'm just in the crib. I'm just chilling in the house, right? I'm watching one of my favorite Netflix series that's come out. It's called Love, Death, and Robots. They do cool little animations. Nothing black centric at all. It's just right. And so the first episode is this. It's this puppeteer animation of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I've never heard the song before. I am in love with this song.
Okay.
This might be one of my favorite songs now.
Okay.
But then the more I listen to it, I'm like, wait, that's a blues bass line.
Right.
This ain't
They
nothing.
stole it.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Let
wait a
me
minute.
get mad.
Exactly. I'm like, wait.
Right.
This ain't nothing but electric blues. And when I went on my YouTube deep dive, everybody's like, oh, it's such a new experience of music. It's a blues. It's a mix of funk and punk music. And I'm like, so it's a mix of black and black music. And it's got these white boys on it.
Right.
And so even when I love John Mayer, but one day I was just in the crib listening to John Mayer. I was like, this is a white B.B. King.
Oh, totally. And not as good as B.B. King.
Not as good.
And I like John Mayer too. And the Red Hot Chili Peppers have always been soulful and black. I've always heard them like that. I've always put a bit of mine in
But
that.
so I'm in the crib no, I'm not gonna be black today. But it just creep up on you. Even when I'm watching the thing that I love the most, it's nah. There are constant reminders, even when you're trying to.
I cannot function and not say it. I was trying to watch the show because I love hospital shows, and I was trying to watch. God, it's
Pit?
one on Netflix. I love The Pit. No,
Yeah.
I love The Pit. The Pit.
The
The
Pit
Pit is DE, diversity, equity, inclusion, done very well.
Okay,
but
I gotta watch.
so I've already watched all of that. But there's oh my God, I can't think of the other one. I couldn't watch it because there's this. It's a white woman, the typical heroine, but she gets sexually harassed. I mean, it's so I could watch one episode because it was just so typical, right? And there's so much that I watch now that it just turns me off because it's so just typical. And I will not watch shows that have no diversity anymore.
Right, no.
So if it's a show and I'm like, okay, I ain't seen not one Asian, Latino, Black, I ain't seen nobody who's overweight. Like, I just can't watch that shit. Like, that's not what the world looks like.
That's not what it looks like.
That's what the world looks like. So
I think, like, when I say, like, turn my black off, I think you alluded to it a second ago. It's almost moments like this.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to have this conversation on camera, but when we go eat that barbecue in a second,
yeah,
it's going to be like, we might talk about some black stuff, but it won't feel like the pressures of the world, like you have to be black.
Well, when you get to celebrate your blackness
right.
and not feel stressed by it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I mean, do we try to escape our stress? Yes. I mean, wine. I use wine a lot.
Sure.
And to be very honest though, but I feel this is gonna maybe not make sense, but I feel least burdened by my blackness when I'm with my black people.
Exactly.
And so I very much try to be in black spaces more than I ever have before. And even like with like, my social media platforms, I try to go and delete some of the white racist, angry people's comments, not because they disturb me, but I'm really trying to create an atmosphere for everyone else that's safe, right?
Yeah, because who want to, like, I'm trying to
But
engage
it's
with you on
impossible.
some black stuff. And I'm
Right, here they come.
Hateful comment, like, damn.
Yeah, here you come. And I'm like, but why? Like, how is that fun for you?
Well,
that
we
you're
already talked
seeking it
about
out. Yeah, but we know why. We know why, right? We know why. But
I have no other purpose.
I have no other purpose but to try to harass you.
Right.
Because I was like, I don't think that we go to their sites and look
No.
and say, let me just go to We Love Trump site and
No.
just like say shit and just fight all
I've
night.
never heard of a black person
I've
going
never
viral
heard
on
of that.
truth. Never
Yeah,
heard
we
of
don't
it.
care.
No.
Like, y'all can and listen, and don't care that you have them.
No,
have
don't
your
care. Do your
stuff.
thing. We want you to have your own space.
Please have your own
please.
thing. Yes, please enjoy
Please
yourself.
go to your concerts and your festivals.
Yes,
God.
absolutely.
Yes.
Right. But it's the reason why, like, they can't just have the KKK. They got to march in front of the people.
Right.
Like, we can't just hate y'all.
Right.
We got to let y'all
You
know
know
we
what?
hate you.
Me and my lady were talking the other day, and we said if the KKK didn't kill people, we wouldn't take them seriously.
But could care less.
Because they'd be so goofy looking. Like,
They're so goofy.
Talking about white lives matter.
And why do we have to see it? Like, why can't y'all just hate by yourselves?
Hate in the corner, man. Now we gotta have a parade.
We gotta have a parade.
You put this silly sheet on this horse. Like, you look crazy.
You look crazy.
You look
as
crazy
shit.
out here.
Like, but it's like, why can't you hate by yourselves? Like, why
gotta
do
have
you
a
have
uniform.
to?
I don't know.
It's kind of like people who, like, when they stop following you, they're like, I'm gonna not follow you. Like, just go.
Just go.
Like, just hate us. Like, we don't care that you hate us. We hate you. We hate you. We hate you. And we hate you. And it's like, okay.
Okay, all right.
And so now the new thing is you hear about Derek Chauvin, the person who sat on George Floyd's neck for 9 minutes, and they're trying to get that free, and that's only to get us upset.
That's the only thing it is.
And
so I'm trying not to fall for that trap because I have already heard they can't
clear him
on
of state
federal.
charges anyway.
No, exactly.
They can't
and
clear-
the black attorney general said, no, he owed me 22 and a half years. And I'm getting my 22 and a half years.
And let me tell you something. If they set him free, I would tell you, I think 99.99% of black people ain't doing nothing.
Look, because what's the name still walking around?
Yeah.
George Zimmer's still walking
Right,
around.
George Simmons said, and we're not marching.
I don't, like,
We're not marching. So y'all do what you need. Because the thing
if I
is,
see you in the grocery store, I'm going to cuss you out.
well, this is the
But other
thing.
than that, I ain't
what
giving
they
you
don't
no-
understand is what we've realized is the shit is on fire.
Yeah.
So you telling us you're gonna light a candle?
All right.
Like it's burning. The shit is burning. So you all this other stuff you're doing,
Yeah, it's
like
not working.
We're not letting you know. Well, that's what we're doing in the shitstorm. It's I guess in conclusion, we're just gonna ride it out and dig our tunnels.
Thank you. I needed a little truth. And I told you I needed a little truth.
We needed that.
I needed that. Thank you,
We
Randi
needed
B.
that.
I
Yeah, thank you
appreciate
for that too, Bemo. I appreciate it too.
Oh, what do you think about the fire at the place?
At the plantation?
Yeah.
The ancestors.
Fire.
Right. Do you see everything burned except the service house?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the fire at the plantation. I mean, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like, but I'm a spiritual person. I keep feeling like
little wins keep popping up.
There's things that keep going that they're saying we have not forsaken you.
Yeah.
Like, y'all just keep on, put your head
know
down,
what?
keep going on.
That's actually a good
I'll
point.
put your head up. That's what I just keep feeling like the little things just keep like coming if you pay
Yeah.
attention. And that's on my site. I keep just trying to show like, okay, yeah, this is bad. I'm gonna let you know. Because sometimes I don't even want to post it.
Yeah.
But I don't want us to be not aware. Right. So this is what's happened. But look, this person is the first person to graduate with a PhD in bioscience.
That's right.
Right? Yes. Look at this. Like, I'm trying to like show the balance of it. Life is still going on. Black people are still falling in love. Black people are still having babies. Black people are still graduating. We're still doing inventions. We're still making money. We're still winning awards. We are still doing things through this bad time.
Yeah.
That's what I keep trying to do. All right. That's some truthing.
That's some truthing. I love me some truthing with Randi B.
I love some truthing.